welcome to your yoga practice. Today we're going to go ahead and start at the top of our mats with our feet grounded, our shoulders rolled back and down, and lifting through the crown of our head. We're going to find ourselves nicely aligned with ears stacked over shoulders, shoulders stacked over hips, and our weight pressed evenly in our feet. And then we're going to take a moment to close our eyes and feel that nice alignment. Feel that energy rise from the arches of our feet all the way on up through the body, up through the crown of our head. And as we exhale, we begin to feel a bit more grounded through the shoulders. As the shoulders release down, the hands release down, feeling more grounded through our feet, feeling our feet really melt into the earth's core. And then we begin to be a witness of the style of our breathing. Are we taking those short and shallow breaths in our chest? Or are we able to ease the breath deep into our bellies? And to begin to feel the belly rise and fall with each breath. Whatever thoughts of the day today or thoughts of tomorrow or yesterday, just let them pass. Breathe in this time that you've dedicated back to yourselves, to your mind, your body, and your soul. And exhale to truly settle in here and now. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and softly open your eyes. Inhale, lifting the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend. Feel that stretch throughout your whole body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, free fall halfway down. Inhale, create an L with your body. Exhale, fold and flap, just relaxing. Let's do that again, bending the knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, create an L with your body. Exhale, fold and flap. One more time, just like this, and you can add on or you can continue with just this shortened sequence of our sun salutation, warming up the body from the inside out. If you'd like to add on, bring the feet back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk or hop forward to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, create that L. Exhale, fold and flap. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows close to your sides. Inhale, baby cobra, or all the way into your upward facing dog, followed by down dog. Lift with those hips and walk or hop forward to your hands. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Inhale, rise. Now just take a seat, hands at your hearts. Let me remind you that throughout this practice, feel free to take breaks whenever you need it. And if you want to add a little bit more fire to your practice, feel free, just make this your own. But as we wait here, our weight is in our heels, our shoulders are back, our tailbone is gently tucked, rib cage is pulled in so that we're engaging that core, and we're just taking nice deep breaths. And instead of putting all that stress onto the quadriceps or the tops of our thighs, try to squeeze the inner thigh and lift through the arches of your feet, bringing some balance to the strength through your legs. And then exhale to sit a little deeper if you can, without straining or stressing through knees or back. Feel as if those muscles are just hugging and holding on to the bones. And then we can keep that right foot forward and bring the left foot back. And we're going to hold right here in Warrior One with our hands down beside us. And as we lunge forward with that right knee, we want to make sure that when we look down, we can still see that big toe. And we want to make sure our knee is not going over our toes. And then we, again, squeeze in our thighs, lift through the arches. Feel that lift through the crown of your head. And we're going to swing those arms gently forward, really reach the hands forward. Feel a slight separation of the shoulder blades as you open up through the back. And then you can exhale and lower the hands down, thumbs back, flowing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, the shoulders separate. Exhale, the shoulder blades come together. Inhale, shoulder blades move away from one another. Exhale, squeeze. And the arms just flow, and meanwhile you have a nice strong base through your feet. Both feet are equally working to press into the mat. We're not falling our weight into our lower back. We're lifting up nice and tall. And now we'll go ahead and move our hands so that our thumbs will reach behind us and then our pinkies come together right at mid-level of the body. And again, shoulders slightly separate and then shoulder blades squeeze together. Still lunging with that right knee, still planting down deeply with your left heel, lifting through that left hamstring. We should start feeling that really strengthening and stretching through our chest, our shoulders, and our back. Nice deep breaths. Then we can go ahead and release the hands all the way down, pinkies back, and thumbs up and back. And as we do this, you want to try to do the best that you can to get a nice range of motion without arching through your back. So we're trying to keep that rib cage pulled down. We're trying to keep that tailbone tucked under and keeping a nice strong core. In fact, even pushing that left hip forward a little bit as we bring the arms up. Some of us may only be able to bring our arms up slightly and not overhead, and that's okay. Go with what works best for you. You certainly don't want to feel it in your neck. And then we'll hold the arms back and take a gentle bow. Legs are now long in a chest to knee pose. Inhales, reach the chest forward. Exhales, lowering us down, really pushing that right hip back. Remember to pull rib cage down and tuck tailbone under. Feel that nice core stability there, protecting your lower back. If you feel in your lower back, come on up. Chin is tucked, and if you'd like, you can add a twist for that IT band. Crossing left hand over to right shin or thigh, reaching the right arm up. Nice deep breaths. Keep pulling that rib cage down with those exhales. Inhales, find lengthen arms, torso, and legs. Beautiful. Go ahead, melt down and downward facing dog. Holding here. If you need a more gentle break, you can take it to child's pose. If you're in down dog, remember to have your fingers wide, elbows slightly bent. You can certainly walk your dog if you'd like. Then when you're ready, walk or hop forward to your hands. Exhale, forward, fold. Tuck your chin, melt your head, hanging out. Then bending your knees. Inhale, rise into mountain. Exhale, gentle back bend. Feel it throughout your whole body. Push through the heels, lift through the heart. And inhale into mountain. Exhale, take a seat into chair. And again, putting your weight into your heels. Chest is lifted, tailbone tucked, rib cage pulled down. What helps to ground you? Visualize what helps to ground you and feel it in this pose. Staying connected with your feet deep into the earth's core. Left foot forward, right foot back, hands down, warrior one. We take that gaze at our left foot To make sure that we can see the big toe, our knee's not coming in, it's gently going out to open up the hips, and our knee is not going over our toes. And instead of really overarching and lifting our chest here, we're going to tuck the tailbone and pull the rib cage down and lift and lengthen through the crown of our heads. Nice deep cleansing breaths here. Squeeze in our thighs to feel a little bit more of that core support. And then if you'd like, add the arms. You can bring the arms gently forward and gently back. Reach and release. Now as you bring those arms back, gently squeezing the shoulder blades, but squeezing the shoulder blades back and down, feeling more of the strength between the lower part of our shoulder blades. And again, doing our best not to arch our back. We're staying strong through that core. Nice deep breaths. If you want to move a little bit quicker, you can certainly do so. If you want to move a little slower, if you need to take breaks, do what works best for you. This is your practice. And if you're ready, arms come on up and out to the sides. Pinkies together and thumbs out. Now we're strengthening more to the mid part of our shoulder blades. And again, sometimes we have a tendency to kind of move as one unit and start to arch to the back, but I want you to stay really strong through that core. Pull that rib cage down, tuck that tailbone under. Uddiyana Bandha, that space right below the belly button, is going to stay nice and strong. Nice deep breaths. Squeeze in our thighs for core support. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and bring the arms down and up. Nice job. Just nice deep breaths. Again, notice if you're overarching through your back. Try to keep strong through the core, loose through the arms. Just improving our range of motion. Meanwhile, you're working on some nice static strength. Just holding. Holding can be hard. You're not even moving your legs, but you should be feeling it. Those muscles hugging and supporting the joints and bones. Nicely done. And then hands come back and take a bow. Legs are straight. Emphasis on pushing that left hip back. Lengthening the head forward. Rolling those strong shoulder blades back and down. Chin tucked. Each exhale, surrendering a little more and reminding ourselves it's not about how far we go, it's how much we can get out of the pose for ourselves. Now, if you'd like, with a soft bend in your knees but nice long legs, we're going to go ahead and cross that right hand over to the left shin and pull the rib cage down to help us to rotate. Left hand up. Inhales, lengthening us through our arms and through our legs and torso, and exhales, pushing those hips back, pulling the rib cage down, helping us to rotate and get a nice, healthy rotation through your spine. Again, increasing that range of motion and really strengthening through your back. Many of us round our backs throughout the day, and this is helping to really realign the spine and build some strength back into our back. Let's go ahead and bow down over that left leg. Relaxing here. And only when you're ready, you can step it back into plank. Walking your feet back, reaching your head forward, shoulder blades down. Nice deep breaths. If you need to drop down to your knees, feel free. If you need to take a break completely and rest into child's pose, feel free. Otherwise, hold for a few more breaths. Really concentrating on this nice long line. Imagine this nice long line through the crown of your head, your neck, your spine, through your legs, and out through your heels. Breathe. And then downward facing dog. Bring maybe feet a little wider. And down dog, stretch, 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 stretch. You can wag your tail if you want. Bring your feet a little closer together. Right foot reaches high to the sky. slide the right foot through and draw the left knee down, coming on up into a lunge pose. Exhale, shift the weight forward. Inhales, lift you on up. Shoulders remain back and down, thumbs out to the sides to help us to keep those shoulders back and chest open. Now, if you want, you can stay here. If you need a little extra cushion, you can always fold your mat over and get a blanket or something to support your knee. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and tuck that back left foot under and lift on up. Exhale, slowly lower as low as you'd like to go. Meanwhile, that right knee is staying stacked over that ankle, not going over the toes. And if it is, we just step the foot forward a little bit more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now we hold and interlace the fingers behind us and lift the chest. Push those hips forward. Nice deep breaths. Squeeze inner thighs for support. And lift up, warrior two. Lunge with the right knee. Lunge to the side with your upper body. Your upper body is going towards that right knee. The left side, the hip is dropping. Hands can be at your hips or is still interlaced. Let's throw a little balance in here as we rise on up to that right side, practicing our star pose or half moon. So you can come all the way down if you'd like, placing your right hand down, left arm up, and breathing. Use those strong obliques or side of your abdominals and the back of your hamstring to lift back on up, spiral on down, plank, and breathe. Remember, you have options. Knees down. Maybe you need a full break altogether. Do what works best for you. Nice deep breaths. Hear the breath coming in and out of the body. Breathe deeply so you hear it through the back of your throat. Loud. Feet wide or downward facing dog. Good stretch. You can wag your tail. Left foot reaches high to the sky. Slide that left foot through and come into a lunge pose as you drop the right knee down. Breathe. Roll those shoulders back. Let that sunshine come through, not from the outside, but from the inside out. So roll those shoulders back. Be reminded of all the things within you that make you happy and beam that happiness. Exhales, lowering the hips. And then if you'd like, you can either hold here. Remember, you can put cushion underneath your knee if you'd like, or you tuck that right foot under and you gently come on up. And then exhale to lower down. You go as low as you'd like to go. And it's not forward and back, it's up and down, just like an elevator, up and down. And then we hold low with our fingers interlaced behind us, hips forward, chest lifted, open. Breathe. And then lifting and releasing that back right foot down, warrior two, and just leaning to the side, rolling your left shoulder back, holding here. And again, you can stay here, you can plant your hands however you'd like, or you can go ahead and take flight, either into star pose, ta-da, or coming down to your half moon pose. Breathe. Really deep breaths. Hear the breath. push that floor away from you. Both feet should be working equally, pressing away from the body. And then we lift on up, spiral on down, downward facing dog to plank. And then chaturanga, up dog or baby cobra. And then sitting back, child's pose. We're going to do one more strengthening series before we call it a day for our yoga practice. So if you'd like, you can join me in coming into a modified plank. Fingers wide, elbows slightly bent, shoulders down. Inch forward like a nosy neighbor looking over your mat. Allow your elbows to skim your sides, lower down. Then, baby cobra, really reaching the chest forward, toes back, pressing down through the feet. And then tuck chin, press up, and release back. We're gonna do that a few times, going with what works best for you. So again, it's inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, tuck the chin. Inhale, press. Exhale, sit back. And again, if you want, full plank, full chaturanga, full up dog or baby cobra. Then lowering down and push back to down dog instead of child's pose. Do what works best for your bodies. Close your eyes even. Go at your own pace. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. One more time through. And child's pose, knees nice and wide. Stretch it out. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and take our right hand, reaching it on up and through and under our left. And taking it down. Thread and needle. And then we can switch to the other side. Reach that left arm up and thread and needle. And then when you're ready, you can take a seat. Maybe just crisscross your feet and take that seat. And we'll go ahead and stretch out our left leg, cross our right leg over our body. With our left arm, pull the right knee in, sitting up nice and tall. Feel that nice stretch for your glutes. If you can't feel it, you can certainly lean back, or you can even do cradle the baby. Okay? And if you want, you can add a twist. Right hand reaches all the way in the back. Inhale to lift, exhale and twist. And then gently switching to the other side. Left knee crosses over the right. Right elbow comes and swings